Missed you.
I missed you too, a lot. You didn't text me much. Rude.
I didn't want to bother you.
I like to hear from you.
Oh, you're so sweet. I legit, there were so many things I wanted to text you, and I was just like, I'm not going to because she's on vacation. I don't want to bother her.
No, text me next time. I missed you so
I
much.
had so much I wanted to text you that I just didn't. So I was like, she's busy. She's doing things. I don't want to bother her.
No, don't do that next time.
Okay, cool.
I did not expect you to release a podcast episode with me gone. I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, don't worry. I messed up our audio editing software. So I had to do something to disappoint you, naturally.
No, you didn't disappoint me at all.
Okay.
I like the podcast so much better without me.
You're an idiot.
It was so good. Like, Junie's so entertaining. And also, I didn't have to do anything. I just it just showed up in my Apple Podcasts in the morning and I got to be entertained by it. I didn't have to do anything. This is a way better.
That's me all the time.
So this week is exciting because it's the week we're gonna premiere our theme song for the pod.
Pod theme. Our father wrote us a theme song for our podcast, and honestly, quite a bop. Very excited about it. And he also wrote some lyrics to it, and we're going to add some more lyrics to it, and it's pretty exciting.
It is. The song is called Out of the Box, and you're probably going to hear parts of it on the intro and the outro regularly, but I think for this week only, it'll be really fun to put the entire thing at the end of the episode.
Yeah, so. I think so too, because it's quite a bop. I like to dance to it. Yeah. Every time I hear it. It's really cute. And he's such a sweetheart for making that for us.
He works so hard on it too, because there are actually 7 different tracks, and he recorded all 7 tracks. He was telling me how he had to use 4 microphones to record the drum track, and incredible.
He's adorable. We love our dad.
Mm-hmm. So stay tuned for the last 2 minutes of our podcast to hear Out of the Box by Steve Heaps.
Exciting.
Hey everybody, I'm Katie.
I'm Becky, and this is Live, Laugh, Lorcana. So, do you want to just jump in with new cards? Do you want to talk about other things first?
Well, I want to hear how League went when I wasn't here.
Oh, good. I'll tell you. So, I went to League this week without you, which I don't think I've done before, but we were having our one of our Halloween parties / costume contests, and it was very cute. Ryan set up this cute little Halloween party, and there was cupcakes and cookies and charcuterie and chips and various sodies and water, and it was just so cute.
Oh, I'm so sad I missed it.
Some people dressed up, probably out of I don't know, 30 people, 8 people dressed up.
Oh, wow. That's less than I expected.
Yeah. But I rolled in my Detective Mickey costume, and I felt so uncomfortable. Because very few people are dressed up when I walk in, and I sit down at a thing, and there's just all this space around me. Nobody's coming near me.
It's so much worse that I abandoned you this week too.
Yeah, I was dressed as a mouse.
You look so good though. It's amazing. Anybody who hasn't seen it, actually I'll put a link in the show notes to the Twitter and Instagram of it.
Okay. But yeah, I mean the construction of that's a whole thing we can talk about later if you're interested. But it was so we played our 3 games, and I took off my big Mickey hat and my coat, and I look like a blackjack dealer. And so I played my 3 games. First one, Ruby Amethyst I played against. It wasn't a control deck though. It was just like a Ruby Amethyst, not control.
Oh, that's fun.
I don't know what the goal was, but I did win. And that guy I played against, so cute. He was wearing the fraternity from Monsters University shirt with like a Monsters University hat. And he had like a Sully in his backpack. And he had his mug was like the Scream container.
I love that.
So cute. So cute. Just like a little student. Oh, it's precious. And then I played another guy who was playing Emerald Steel. And he beat me. And I mentioned to him because it's like, I don't see people play this a ton. And he's like, you know what? I'm actually just waiting for that new Busted Beast that's coming out next patch. And I'm basing this deck is based around that card. So like I'm just waiting for that card.
Oh, nice.
I was like, that's awesome. And then I played an Amber Steel. Last week, I recall Amber mentioning that she played someone who was rushing her. And I think I was playing that guy because it was just very much like, do, go, do, go, like saying go to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so he literally beat me in 5 minutes. But it was kind of funny because like the last turn, you know, he's at 16 lore and he's gonna like win, you know, next turn or whatever, unless I do something drastic. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at my cards and he's like, so you got anything? I'm like, I'm thinking. But honestly, I really wish I had milked that longer. Just like
you should have. Like just taking your time. Like got a bottle of water out of your backpack. Just relax.
I'm thinking and just but he like smashed me in 5. So then we played again, but he was like, do you mind if I switch decks? And I was like, uh-oh, I'm getting tiered. He's bringing out his trash deck for me.
Did he?
No. Well, I don't know. Again, he played a Ruby Amethyst, but I beat him.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked him, I was like, how many decks are you carrying? And he's like, 3. And I was like, oh, are they like tiered? And he's like, what? And I'm like, here, like, well, what do you got in there? You know? And so he said his Amber Steel, which honestly, like, he had the full stack, perfect Amber Steel. Like, it was glorious. And he had very good pools that game. But then he also has a Ruby Amethyst. And then he also had a Lemon Lime Aggro that I did not see, but he had with him.
On your second for fun game, did he also do the go?
Yes. It's just how he plays.
Does it sound aggressive?
Yes.
Okay.
I found it very off-putting, but then we started talking and he was very nice to me. And then our friend came over and I guess his friends with this guy too. And they were bullying me again.
What the heck? How so?
No, just talking about, you know, all the things that I need for my deck and like just like I'm right here.
When they're telling you what you need for your deck, you just have to go, yeah, you're right. I would love all those things. Are you offering them?
Well, that's what I tell people. People are like, you need things. And I'm just like, well, only 2 people have said that. They're like, you need things. And I'm like, I just have like some booster packs and stuff. Like, I don't have a lot. Like, and I'm not like super competitive that right now I feel like I need to be like buying singles and stuff. Like, I'm just vibing right now.
That's like interesting because the product is so scarce right now. It would never even occur to me like to tell people what they need for their deck. I assume what they're playing is either what they want to play because they're excited about the characters or because it's all they could get their hands on.
Right. So whatever. Then there was the costume contest. And so they lined us all up in the front, everyone who was dressed up. And Ryan introduced everybody. And they said that they were going to vote show of hands. And Amber was standing next to me dressed up like Alice. And I was just like, oh God, I didn't know public humiliation was going to be part of this. Do you know how awkward it is show of hands for voting and you can only vote once? And there's 8 of us and like 20 people. And I was just like, I hate this. I hate this so much. But I ended winning by a couple votes, but very cute. Everyone had Disney costumes except for one guy was Top Gun. But we had a Captain Hook that was very good. We had the only one kid dressed up, and she was another Alice, so cute. And we had Mirabel Madrigal. We had Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. Like some very cool stuff happening.
Did anybody else do Lorcana cards?
No, just me. Also, Ryan gave me 2 extra stickers for that.
Only 2? Did you get anything else?
Oh, I mean, just because like when I walked in, I was wearing a Lorcana costume. I got an extra 2 stickers for that. But no, honestly, for the costume contest, do you know what I hoped the prize would be?
No.
Pin.
Oh,
Wanted a pin so bad. I won a plushie.
what kind of plushie?
Ursula. My options were Ursula, Maleficent, or the Queen. And I picked Ursula because we're an Ursula family.
Interesting. Where did they get those?
I have no idea. They were from the Disney. Well, I don't know. The like tag on them just said Disney villains. I don't know if they're from something, but
Oh, I wish it had been a pin. That would have been so good.
that's all I wanted.
But it's still awesome that you won.
Yeah. So I've been busy. I made a cosplay and I edited a podcast. I went to League. So
Are you wearing that same cosplay to SCG Con?
I don't know. I may retire it and never wear it again.
Why?
I don't know. It's not very good.
No, it's very good.
No, it's not. Cosplays are really hard. And can I say also very expensive?
Oh, I knew that. Yeah.
Phew. And I didn't even like make anything fancy. And I didn't like buy anything fancy. And most of the stuff I got or that I was wearing, I either owned or like got for cheap. So it adds up. Do people really dress for these SCG cons?
There's usually a cosplay contest. I know at least for Fab, there's usually a cosplay contest. Lorcana's small enough that they probably won't have a contest specifically for Lorcana.
I didn't sew my outfit, so I wouldn't participate in a contest. Something like there's usually a rule like 90% of your ensemble must be created or whatever, not bought.
Interesting. I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
You've been trying to get me to cosplay for a while. And I just don't see it ever happening because I spend my entire life trying to get people not to notice me. So I just feel like cosplay is counterintuitive.
I totally got that the other day when I was dressed up like a mouse in the mall. I was like, I hate this. Hate this. And you know what's ridiculous when you're dressed up like Detective Mickey in a local game store where everyone there is there to play Lorcana and they ask you what you're dressed up as? That happened to me a few times. A few people asked me what I was dressed up as.
When you told them, did they get it?
They're like, oh, yeah. Katie.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to make like the card like border for you if you go to SCGCon. I don't know. And like put it in front of you.
In case people can't recognize that I'm a detective. It's not like it's an obscure card. It's a promo.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever.
Let's move on to card reveals. Go.
We got so many. The last one we talked about was Lady Tremaine, actually. And then we got Merlin Goat. Merlin Goat down, Katie. Merlin Goat. A 4/4/3. When you play this character and when he leaves, gain 1 lore. Beautiful.
That is so good. That is awesome.
That's the best Merlin for sure. Well, we got Prince Charming, heir to the throne.
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially Hans in like green.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically the same card. Our Discord was cracking me up about this one.
What is it?
Well, Toonie said he has like the most basic white boy face she's ever seen.
Oh, he does, though. He does. He has no expression. What is that?
He kind of looked like a Ken doll to me when I saw him, like something about his face.
Absolutely. And then I don't know if you saw the Illumiteers tweeted what is Prince Charming holding? Wrong answers only. Did you see that thread?
No, I didn't.
Hilarious. People are like, paper football. And like the winning answer, quote unquote, was, do you remember in The Office when Jim's promoting the pyramid? It's the power of the pyramid. That I was like, hilarious.
Nice. Of course, what he's actually holding is the piece that's missing from Cinderella's sword, which is beautiful.
Very cool. Then we got Arthur, Wizard's Apprentice, which I love this card, and I love his little student, and I love, love, love the art.
Yeah, it is just gorgeous. And the ability is cool. When this character's quest, you may return another chosen character of yours to your hand to gain 2 lore. Very nice in the bounce deck.
For sure, for sure. Then we got Prince John, greediest of all. He has Ward, and I sentence you, whenever your opponent discards 1 or more cards, you may draw a card for each card discarded.
That is really spicy.
Yeah, very nice.
Everyone's talking about this because, like, the whole new world, when they, like, if they have to discard 4 cards.
Ooh, so good. Yeah, that's really nice.
And I really love the art on this one, too.
Really, really good. I love little Sir Hiss in the background. He's just hanging out.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice. That's so good.
So cute. We got our Madam Mim Purple Dragon, who is evasive, and when you play her, banish her or return another 2 chosen characters of yours to your hand.
Stupid good in the bounce deck, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, lots of lore there. 4. So there were some questions about, like, when you play her, banish her or whatever, and people were like, well, why would you want to banish her?
That is such a good point. And you actually answered this, which I was surprised.
Well, I didn't know for sure. I thought it was just like, it's if you can't do the second part, like, you're punished for using it. Unless there is something where banishing her would give you something, but I don't know what that would be.
In our current game, I can't think of how that would be useful. But yeah, the word templating was bad. Like, that wording is so confusing.
Next, we have Scar, vicious cheater. He has Rush, and also, Daddy isn't here to save you. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you may ready this character he can't quest for the rest of this turn.
The thing I think that's most important to mention about this card is that it is 7 costs and it's in Ruby, so that means Scar can sing Be Prepared. Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful. That might be worth it, honestly. Next, we got Li Shang, archery instructor. Archery lesson. Whenever this character quests, your characters gain evasive this turn. He looks good. I like his fire. That's fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Powerful character art for sure.
Love it. I discovered, we'll talk about this when we pop up Lumiere at the end, but boy, do I like fire on cards. They look great. Next, we have Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. 3 cost or more, can sing for free. Return chosen character of yours to your hand to play another character with the same cost or less for free. Is that a good card?
Yes, it is a good card. I think John T called it Bibbidi Boppity Broken on his latest video, and I'll never stop calling it that. But yeah, I mean, you return chosen character to your hand, and then you can play another character with the same cost or less for free. And you can replay that same character. So if you have enter the battlefield effects, like Maleficent, which banishes a character when you play it, like, you can bring her back to your hand and then put her back out there.
Yeah, on play effects. That's awesome. Yeah, very cool. Next, we have Tigger, one of a kind. Whenever you play an action, this character gets +2 this turn. Love the art.
It's so cute. Like, little Tigger is so cute in this.
He's very cute. And then we got Donald Duck. Katie, I learned that the cards that don't have spicy on them are just called vanilla.
Yes, they are.
Yes. So this vanilla Donald Duck Deep Sea Diver is a 5/6/5 with 1 lore.
It's so cool that Minnie is in the background of the
They're
show.
just hanging out. Very cute.
It's awesome.
Yeah, there was like, here's what broke my brain. We got Dreamborn Donald Duck. diver, and then Vinny is a Floodborn diver, and it's just very confusing to me.
That is confusing.
There was like an explanation, and I was just like, that hurts my head. Well, it doesn't hurt my head, but I'm not good at brain.
I think you're good at brain because that didn't even occur to me. But now I'm like, well, how'd they end up together? They're just glimmers. There were some, and they're hanging out together, you know.
I love it. Sure. And then one of the cutest cards coming up, Minnie Mouse zipping around on a little Vespa. So cute. Another vanilla card.
So, but the art is not vanilla. It is so cute.
So cute. Look at her on her little thing. Project. Really, really cute. I love it. And then we got Daisy Duck, Secret Agent. Thwart. Whenever this character quests, each opponent chooses and discards a card. I think that's fun.
Our first Daisy Duck.
Love Daisy Duck. She's my absolute favorite character.
You tweeted that you are now going to switch to Emerald being your best ink.
I love Daisy. I'm a Daisy girl. Where Daisy goes, I follow.
So you're just like an Emerald stan now. So fickle.
You know what? I'm going to do what that guy did that I played in League and run Emerald Steel, and somebody try and stop me.
Yeah, it's a good deck.
Yeah. Next, we have something very special. It is vanilla, but it is also Goofy Knight for a day, 9 cost, 10 attack, 10 defense, 4 war.
Did you think this was fake when you first saw it? Because I for sure thought it was fake when I first saw it.
I did not. I thought this looked legit and wonderful.
Oh man, I was like, oh, that's obviously fake. And then I check all the things on the bottom. I'm like, nope, that's real.
We've not hit 10 before anywhere, have we?
Nope.
First 10. I love it. Art's great too.
Yeah,
it's so cute. Gonna be in my steel deck. Then we got our little promos. Pinocchio talkative puppet. When you play this character, you may exert chosen opposing character. So art's great, but did you notice on these promos the lore is white instead of black? Is that a thing? What's up with that?
I did, and I don't feel like I should have checked our existing promos. I don't think they were white.
No, I feel like this is the first time I've seen that, and I didn't see an explanation for that. So
we saw it when they did the OP kit for Chapter 2. The promos in that also had the white lore pib, but I definitely don't remember seeing that in Chapter 1.
Interesting. And then we got 5 cost Rapunzel, gifted artist. She's a shift 3, and let your power shine. Whenever you remove 1 or more damage from one of your characters, you may draw a card.
But you do have to sing Let Your Power Shine.
Obviously.
That's going to be pretty cool.
The art on here is super cute, and somebody was saying that she's painting the Illuminary with like light.
That's what it looked like to me.
Love it. Super cute. I would like to see a Rapunzel with brown hair.
Oh, yes.
Maybe at some point. Because I feel like there's not enough of that.
I agree. Certainly not in Lorcana yet.
No. And then we got another song called 4 Dozen Eggs. 4 or more can sing for free. Your characters gain resist plus until the start of your next turn. Damage dealt reduced by 2.
Yeah, that seems good.
I will say 4 dozen eggs. I mean, he immediately goes on to talk about 5 dozen eggs. So.
And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs. Yeah,
this is his baby snack. Where's his big boy snack?
Great point. This is what people should be talking about.
Honestly.
I did see people complaining that he's obviously not juggling 4 dozen eggs.
14 eggs.
Yeah.
As it were.
Significantly less.
Yeah.
And someone noted that it wasn't the title of the song, which they did once before on Grab Your Sword.
Also, Sudden Chill is not the title of Cruella de Vil.
Is Sudden Chill a song?
It is.
Interesting.
Yep. We got Queen of Hearts, quick tempered. She has Royal Rage. When you play this character, deal 1 damage to chosen damaged opposing character. I'm not like living for that, but I do like that she is a 2 cost with 2 lore.
Yeah, and I just love the art. Like, I know a lot of people were excited for the Queen of Hearts card, and it's really cute. I like it.
I think people are suggesting that there was going to be a bigger Queen of Hearts as well, since this is just a
Oh,
common and it's being featured, which would be fun.
almost definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So next we have Bulan Reflecting. She's a shift 2, and whenever this character quests, you may reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a song, you may play it for free. Otherwise, put it on the top of your deck. And we read that little article where Rochelle talks about this card and the many fun ways that it can be used, especially in combination with Reflection, the Amethyst Song card, which allows you to, rearrange the top 4 for your deck. You keep doing that. You pop them songs off for free.
Yeah, I love that interaction and that she called it out. I really like, as an aside, I really like that they did that. Like this card was revealed as a part of an article that Rochelle wrote on the website, and it was like cool to get to know her. And I'm like excited that we're gonna get more of those from other members of Team Lorcana.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, also art, really cute on this one. Love the outfit. Love everything about this.
Yes, very good.
Beautiful. Next, we have Pinocchio Star Attraction, which is vanilla, uninkable, 3 lore. I am surprised that we have 2 uninkable, 2 cost, 1/1 Pinocchios.
Yeah, that's interesting. In the same color.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
I know people are really excited about this card. I'm not convinced because it's so squishy. It dies so easily.
Yeah.
Like the Lilo wishing on a star is, played a lot more than Maleficent biding her time because you can immediately protect Lilo with Simba, bodyguard.
Yeah.
It's just, you get 3 lore out of it, most likely, but it just dies so quick.
Yeah. Is it worth the quick little influx? I don't know. Next, we have some French stuff. So we got Grandpappy, the oldest and the wisest. He has ancient knowledge. Whenever you remove 1 or more damage from one of your characters, you may gain 2 lore, which fantastic if you're running some an amber thing with this sapphire.
Yeah, I spy a spicy combo.
For sure, for sure. Then we got Lucifer, Sneaky Cat. He's a mouse hunter. When you play this character, each opponent chooses and discards 2 cards or 1 action card.
I just love the art on this. Like Lucifer just looks so
It's checking underneath cup.
Oh, I love it.
It's really good. Next, we have Lumiere, real hothead. He is a 7/7/7 2 lore. Hats off to our queen Julia for making this fabulous art.
Love Julia.
I do too. She's such a sweetheart and she's so talented, and I love everything about this. It's so good. Might be one of my favorite arts for sure.
Oh, yeah. You were saying you really like the fire on cards. It does.
I do like fire on a card. I can't explain it.
This is the one we'll get Julia to sign when we finally meet her in person.
Oh, which is gonna happen.
Oh yes.
Next we have Chip, Innocent Soul. Want to see me do a trick? Oh my god, I'm obsessed. It's so cute.
This is so cute.
Ah, precious, precious, precious. I love. And we all decided that we're going to get rid of our Archimedes in our decks and put Chip in there instead. We all decided.
Because they're exactly the same. Ink, cost, strength, willpower, lore, all the same as Archimedes. Somebody on Facebook was complaining about this. Like, oh, if they're just going to print the exact same cards in another set, I'm just going to stop playing.
Okay.
That's what I was like, oh
no. Whatever. I don't know. I feel like that's probably, especially with these low cost. I mean, there's only so much you can do with them,
It's a common, and it's for people who want to build their Beauty and the Beast deck. Like, let the little girl who wants to build her Beauty and the Beast deck build her Beauty and the Beast deck.
Put the chips in. Yeah.
Also, I'll just note that if we ever do have enough product to do sealed and draft, you might want the same card in different sets.
Very true. Very true. Next, we have Cruella DeVille Cruise Collection. Come on, let's go. During your turn, this character gets evasive.
Oh man, she looks good.
Obsessed with this art, the styling, the car, this queen, the fashion, all of it is so good. And it has like that light kind of steampunk that we've seen in a lot of Sapphire, and it's just so good.
Cosplay?
I couldn't do it justice. But might I say that this is a beautiful Dreamborn, and I love that she's not wearing Dalmatian.
That is nice, yes.
So good. So good. Okay, maybe I'll cosplay. No, I won't. But what if I did? I'm already thinking of ways I could do some stuff. I have to get good at cosplay first. Next we have the Sword in the Stone. Exert 2 ink. Chosen character gets +1 strength for each damage on the character this turn. Oh, so what kills you makes you stronger, or what hurts you makes you stronger kind of business. So if the character has, 4 damage or whatever, they get a +4 strength. Love that as a dynamic.
Yeah, you'd have to really build around it.
Yeah, what about little Goofy? Plink, plink, plink. It only makes him stronger when you start plinking at him.
Yes, love it.
And he'll just, oh man. Actually, I love that. That would be delightful.
Are you going Steel Ruby now?
No, but watch him get up to like 16, just like pounds on everything he touches, and you can't kill him because he's one-shotting everything. He's so good.
Love that. He's such a beefy boy.
Yeah. Next, we have the Enchantress. Unexpected Judge. True appearance. Whenever this character is challenged, this character gets +2 strength. Yeah, fine. Obsessed with the art though.
Gorgeous. So gorgeous.
So gorgeous.
What
Can I say better than the movie, really?
What is this from?
It's the Enchantress from Beauty and the Beast who turns the castle.
Oh, yeah. It is better than the movie. It's so much better than the movie.
Hilariously, somebody's like, she turned an entire castle into objects and her strength is 1.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's cute. I love her. Next, we got Cobra Bubbles, Simple Educator. And he's a 7/5/9 with 2 lore. He is fine.
He's fine. He's vanilla, right? He's from Lilo and Stitch, right?
Yeah, babe.
I haven't seen that movie in years.
Yeah. Well, you should rewatch. It's worth a rewatch.
I'm working on a rewatch of everything that has Lorcana cards based off of it right now.
I love it. Maybe we should do it kind of on similar timelines.
Okay, well, we watched Hercules today, so get on that.
Okay. I actually watched that pretty recently, but we'll see. Anyway, we got Prince Naveen, our penniless prince. 3, 4, 3, 1 lore.
Another vanilla prince?
Yep. He looks great though.
He does. Very suave.
I love this sort of like 40s sort of outfit business. That's fun. And then last card we got, I'm going to check to make sure. But we got Confusing Signs. To Wonderland. Banish this item. Return chosen character of yours to your hand. Bounce, 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 bounce.
Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy.
That's going to get so annoying so fast.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Bounce, bounce.
Are you checking to see if we got a reveal while we're recording?
Yep.
This is my drum roll.
No fresh reveals.
Can we talk about how the cards were revealed just generally? Because we had kind of been in everything for chapter 2 so far had been like revealed on Discord. How do you feel about Discord reveals?
I'm not a huge fan because of how I am I'm only on actually no, I am on a couple other creators' Discords. But I don't check them a lot. And I feel like it would make more sense that if, Team Lorcana wants to give a creator the exclusive, that they just give it to them so they can promote it or whatever.
Most of them have been in the Lorcana HQ Discord, which is the main Lorcana Discord that has 12,000 members and so many people joined.
I don't love that either.
I actually really, really don't like it. Like, I just feel like it feels like so, hey, you people that happen to be like in this conversation, here's a card. By the way, if you care, whatever. Like
Yeah.
it feels so flat to me. So I really like that we've had some on Twitter. We've had like Disney Lorcana has posted some on Twitter, some on Instagram. We've had some come in from creators like on YouTube and stuff. We've had a bunch of articles publish them, and I think that is so much better.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
The way that it happened for Flesh and Blood, which I really liked, is like they would most of them were through content creators, so they would contact the content creator and say, we want you to spoil this card on this day. So like the creator would make this like big video around it, usually like an exciting reveal video, and then they would publish like, oh, I'm going to reveal a spoiler at this time on this day, which I like because then it's like anybody who wants to be part of the reveal can like
Be part of it.
be part of the reveal, which
That's actually really nice. I like that a lot.
also, I like fanfare. I want hype. I don't want it to just be like an aside in a Discord. Like publish it.
Yeah. Although we got so many cards, like just on top of one another, that I don't know why they did that. Or they like slowly doing it and then they're just like, we gotta speed this up a little. Or like, was that the goal to just make like a big weak hype? I don't really know.
Well, I know for Flesh and Blood, there was one set where, based on community feedback, they did like all the reveals like on one 3-day weekend. Because there is kind of like a fatigue to getting them trickled in. And like also you're then evaluating cards without the context of the entire set for so long when it's like really a lot easier to evaluate cards once you have the whole set.
For sure. That makes sense.
But it's weird how fast they came yesterday and then today it's been like a trickle.
Yeah. Less of a trickle, really.
I have some other news I thought we should talk about.
Are you going to talk about restocks?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Okay, we got some updates from Disney Lorcana. So one is that the October booster pack restock will begin to roll out at local game stores in North America starting next week.
Which is why we have to go to League on Tuesday.
Ooh, I like that. Well, it's just so funny because for since August we've been hearing about the September restock. And then the September restock turned into the October restock. And then it's like maybe the last day of October restock.
We'll see.
But better late than never, I guess. And then the reprint of the first chapter boosters and starters is moved up and will begin shipping mid-November in North America.
That's really exciting. That'll be here before we know it.
I know. Thank goodness.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about with restocks?
No, just that it'd be great if we can squeeze that right in for October.
Well, I thought you might be interested in this. Something interesting came up in responses to the comments on that, because Disney Lorcana confirmed that the reprints won't have any identifying marks. You know how we talked about first edition, second edition?
I did see that.
However, they did note that some of the cards with published errata will have errata fixes in the reprint. So like if there was an error with a first print card, they're going to correct it in the next print. Which means for those cards, there is going to be a way to distinguish. So I took this as an example, Work Together. That is a not super popular common that has an errata. Pacha's name is spelled incorrectly in the first print. So prior to this announcement, the card was going for about 10 cents regularly and 50 cents for the foil. Since that announcement, it's going for 22 cents regularly and $1.70 for the foil. So that's pretty interesting.
Is it all of them? So like all of mine have that?
Yeah, they should.
Right.
Go double check. I just like looked at the published errata list and picked that one out. But
oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't even notice because I don't use that card.
I think it says Pasha instead of Pacha.
Yeah, that's funny. Great. How exciting.
The other announcements are that starting in Q2 2024, they will have both official fan events and an official competitive circus.
Yes. Circus? Circuit.
Yeah, a circus is funnier, but circuit, yes, thank you.
And next week, we're going to talk to Jedi Geek Girl about her ideas for Lorcana because everyone needs to know them, and Disney and Ravensburger have to go hire her to plan because, oh my gosh, it's incredible.
I know, they really should hire her.
Yeah.
Fan events are going to be a way for fans to come together to share their love of Disney or Lorcana, even if they may not necessarily play the game. This is awesome.
Yes.
And then we're going to actually have competitive events. So I'm excited to hear about that in January 2024.
No, I definitely am looking forward to fan events, probably way more than competitive events because of how I'm not super on the competitive scene.
Yeah. I will try to go to both.
That's right.
All my vacation next year will probably be for Lorcana events. So
perfect. I wonder if I could take my kids to a fan event.
Oh, I would think so, for sure.
That'd be nice.
The Illumiteers took their baby to Miami.
They did take their baby to Miami. I'll have to ask them how that went.
Do, please do. I think 2 will be harder, but Segway, we had our biggest Lorcana tournament yet, hosted at Miami TCG Con last weekend by PPG.
Yes. Awesome. I had some notes on that.
Go with your notes.
I lost them.
Well, you look for them, and I will just note that this was the biggest tournament so far with 200. I think registration was sold out at 256, but not everybody showed up. So you're going to have a slightly lower number.
So, of the OP Tour TCG Con Miami, 28% of decks Amber Steel, 28% Ruby Amethyst.
That's high numbers.
Yes. Third, of course, was Emerald Amethyst, which is interesting to me, and I love that.
And they did not convert because 0 of them made it to top 32, which is interesting.
Yes, very much so.
And then our top 16 were 9 Amber Steel, 4 Ruby Amethyst, 1 Amber Sapphire, 1 Emerald Steel, 1 Emerald Amethyst.
Oh, wait, no. He said Emerald Sapphire, not Emerald Amethyst.
Yeah, that's right. Where did I copy this from? Thank you.
I think from the Forbidden Mountain because he corrects himself.
I was like, I know none of the Emerald Amethyst converted. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Emerald Sapphire.
While you're Googling, I will mention that besides from just a competitive event, there was a lot of other cool things going on. There were Lorcana artists there signing things. There were panels and discussions, and there was like a team event on the second day. Like, oh man, this seemed like a cool thing to be at.
What's a team event?
So usually it's like 3 people versus 3 people, where it's like the people across from each other play. And then whichever team gets like at least 2 of the 3 matches is the team that will take the win.
Oh, that's neat. Is that a common thing?
Yeah, it is. It's a common thing. The thing that was interesting with Lorcana is they ruled that, or at least this particular event, they ruled that all 6 inks had to be used between the 3 people.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot, actually. To actually make the team of 3 relevant. I'm also going to recommend the Illumineers live stream for Monday because they have a bunch of people on to recap the event, like from different perspectives. And it's really fun. It was great to listen to everyone's experiences and live vicariously through them because I missed it.
Legit. Okay. The top 4 were 3 Amber Steel and 1 Ruby Amethyst.
And the winner was?
A Amber Steel by Jose Feliciano.
So I don't know about you, but I'm starting to think Amber Steel might be good.
100p. I would rather verse Ruby Amethyst all day than an Amber Steel deck. 100%.
Really?
Oh, 100%.
Interesting. Me too, actually, because I'm playing an aggro deck.
Legit. I play a mid-range. What we'll have to see is in the when the next set is released, if perhaps Emerald Steel is going to be very spicy. We'll see if that can take on the Amber Steel deck, or maybe obviously what are we bouncing with Amethyst? Emerald?
I was thinking it might be Emerald because of the bounce, but I don't remember what the starter deck is that's like the bounce deck.
Okay, for Rise of the Floodborn, we got our Amethyst. They're running it with Steel, and then an Amber Sapphire.
Those are the starter decks?
Yes. Fun, fun, fun. Which of those are you more interested in?
Amethyst Steel, because I think the amethyst looks really cool, but we haven't seen as much from the other colors, so it's really too early to say.
True. I feel like we've had a lot of Amethyst revealed.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go. Well, I run Amber Sapphire, so I definitely want that starter.
Want to go on to listener questions?
Yes.
All right. This is a question from Shiny Horace. If you're sharing a collection with a significant other or kids or whoever, how'd you decide how much to collect? Do you aim for a playset of 4 of each card and then agree not to play the same colors, or do you go for 8 of every card so you can play anything you want? Something in the middle? My girlfriend and I are sharing cards, and it's hard to know what's safe to trade sometimes because we haven't quite cracked the code on what we need for both of us to play.
So, first I want to say with trading, there is no right answer. I know this because I've traded one thing to you, and I regret it every day of my life.
We can talk about doing a trade back.
It's fine. And then
I think we have an extra now, so seriously, I'll talk to it.
Don't worry about it. It's really no big deal. And so also, my husband barely plays, so I don't really have a good answer. Currently, we're just going for a play set, and then so 4 of each, and then whatever we have extra, I give to my son. So I get first dibs on everything because this is my job.
True.
And I actually get 2 decks, and I get to pick whatever I want, and then Cody's stuck with the other 2 colors, and that's how that works. Katie?
So what we did with Fab, Flesh and Blood, we were both a little more competitive. So we would collect a playset of everything. And then things that were super like good and playable, then we would start to collect the second playset. Especially if it was like something that was good and we both liked playing that class. Because product is so scarce and because Josh has 3 other games, we said that for Lorcana, we were just going to get one playset of everything. That's been a disaster because SCG Con is in 2 weeks and we both want to play Amber Steel. So I think what we're going to end up doing is get 2 playsets of everything, but it is a financial nightmare and I can't recommend it to anyone.
Let's talk about SCG Con after we're done with these.
Okay. You don't want to segue right now into SCG Con?
Well, we talked about me playing, and I don't know, Katie.
Yes. What made you think about playing? Because Amber was playing and Toonie are playing.
Yeah, Amber and Toonie are both playing, and I know they're not super, like, they don't have a ton of cards and, that sort of business. And I never thought of either of them as super competitive. So, like, maybe I should. I don't know. I don't want to do it because I don't think it'll be like a lot of fun for me. I feel like I am not competitive, and I feel like the people there are not there to have a good time like I am. They're there to just, get the points because they want to win. And I don't know. I could see me conceding a lot.
I can see you getting stressed and conceding. Here's what you got to do is you got to go and lose the first 3 rounds. And then you're just in the losers bracket. And then everyone down there is just like kind of goofing off because they know they're all like actually dead for the competition.
Or what if I go in with my Sapphire Amber deck and I just win the whole damn thing? Then what? Wouldn't you feel
do it? I would. No, I'd be so excited. Nothing would make me happier in the world. I think it would be great for you to try it, honestly. You can see if you like it, and worst case scenario, you can talk about why you didn't like it on the pod. Like it's really like a win-win.
Public humiliation once again for the benefit of our listeners. All right.
You're such a hero.
I am.
Can I go on a random aside about why I don't like best of three, even in competitive settings?
Sure.
Because I think it would be applicable to you. So you know how end of game procedure works. If you finish the first game and you don't finish the second game, the winner of the first game wins the match.
I'm going to milk it.
So imagine somebody playing somebody like Go Guy, who's like, boom, 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 go. Boom, 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 go. So you're rushing. You're making bad choices and decisions you wouldn't normally make because you feel rushed and don't have the time to think about it. So you lose game one. Now he has all the motivation in the world to slow play game two and not get to the end of that game by the end of the match. And I've heard that happen to people. And I feel like because I'm like get so anxious around other people that I could see myself being in that situation where I feel rushed in game one. And then I would never like call an opponent on slow play. Because that's something you can call an opponent for if you feel like they're playing intentionally slow.
Yeah, I don't like this, Katie. I don't like it at all. I will say.
Am I scaring you? Did that scare you more?
Everything scares me. But Ruby Amethyst is not a good deck for a best of three.
No, it's not. I mean, that's why you kind of have to go in with the mindset to win game one.
Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like I've played against a Ruby Amethyst and it took like 25 minutes for one game, which is the longest it's ever taken.
Mm-hmm. In the mirror, you're lucky to finish in 25 minutes. Like, you got to win game one.
This sucks.
In that point, why are we wasting everybody's time on multiple games? Just do best of one. No, I understand best of one is hard in this format because going first is too much of an advantage, but
is it?
It's a pretty big advantage.
Oh, I always go second.
You choose to go second?
Yeah. It's like in football. Are
you joking?
Not joking.
Okay. Can you choose to go first from now on?
No. You get to draw a card. Let me draw my card, Katie.
Okay. I'm gonna draw your card. There are certain decks that I could see having an argument for going second. I don't think your deck's one of them.
I get to draw a card.
Okay. Next listener question. So have you decided if you're going to play it?
I don't want to.
Keep thinking about it. Don't let anything I say. Did I scare you more with my best of three talk or not?
Of course you did.
It's also just a 1K. It's not like a huge tournament. Like, don't be scared. You'll be fine.
All right.
We got to finish listener questions. So I'll just note that Rebecca from Lorcana Luminary asked a question about what we'd like to see from a big Lorcana event that doesn't have a competitive focus, but we're going to talk about it next week when Jedi Geek Girl is here. Speaking of Jedi Geek Girl, she asked a question. Do you think in the future Disney should buy Ravensburger in order to put the Disney machine behind the increasing of production of Lorcana and what it can offer Lorcana for OP? Or should it stay the same so Ravensburger can maintain its independence and flexibility for their product lines? Why or why not?
So Disney's obviously an enormous company. I feel like working as being Ravensburger and working with Disney, I feel like is not an easy gig. Disney's like so particular about all their stuff and all their IPs, and like it can't be easy. And I'm sure their quality standards are extremely high and extremely demanding. I love that Ravensburger gets to be their own thing. I would prefer Disney not absorb it. I feel like Disney can do everything. Like if Disney can make whatever they want to have happen. Like, so I don't think they need to put their foot on anything any more than they already have.
I totally agree with you. Like, they can still use all of their power and money to put support behind this game without actually owning Ravensburger. And like some people commented on the Discord, Disney's big enough. They don't need anything else.
Yeah.
Um, our last question is from Magikarp, Carp, and he notes that he got the basis of this question from the Illumiteers Quest podcast, which is a good podcast. But if you had to choose one medium for Ravensburger to expand Lorcana, which would you choose? Short films, TV series, comic books, manga, etc.
What a great question. I just media that I consume, I would prefer like a show, a TV show, I think personally, although a manga would be very cool. I feel like the type of story that they're offering in Lorcana lends itself to like a manga extremely well. A manga, I forget how we're saying it.
I think it's manga, isn't?
I usually say manga. I don't know why I said manga right there.
I'm inclined to agree with you. I like the idea of a manga or comic books. But I consume more TV too. I don't know. Not getting super excited about the idea of a TV show.
But what if, Katie, they got all the voice actors?
That would be sweet, like Kingdom Hearts style, like bringing everybody together.
Bring everybody together for it. That'd be kind of neat. I would like to see that.
I guess my concern with them doing a TV series is that they'd have to, that's just like such a large amount of content. I almost feel like short films like to just do like a smaller story and get it right with all the voice actors and all the characters and everything. I don't know.
What if we do a short little form video and then a manga?
Yeah, I think that's going to be my answer. That's going to be my answer. Yeah. I would like short films or manga. Yes.
I love it. Perfect.
We will buy your manga, Ravensburger.
Yeah.
Did you have anything else on your list?
No.
I just had some things to talk to you about, but just like podcast business that we may or may not keep in. I think about our podcast a lot in like why we're doing what we're doing. And for me, like the point of this podcast has always just been like to show that Lorcana is not just for men. It's hard to find content where, you know, people other than men are talking to each other. So I think it's so important that we come and have this conversation where it's like two women are talking to each other about Lorcana. That's hard to find. It is.
The blood shell test.
Yes. Exactly. But I thought it was like so cool that the last 2 weeks we had like Rebecca from Lorcana Luminary on here talking about Lorcana, and then last week we had Toonie on here talking about Lorcana, and it's just been like so great to like actually feature even more people from the community, non-males from this community, like partaking in this hobby. So I feel like it's something we should do more often. I feel like you feel like that too because you asked Jedi Geek Girl to be here next week.
Yes, I love that. I'd also, I mean, I have some people I already want to ask to be on the show.
Me too. So I think it's something we should do more often. And I don't know what that looks like. If that looks like every week we do a short segment of catch up and like then bring them on, or if we want to like go back and forth between episode like catch up and then episode interview. Like I can't decide what it looks like yet.
Yeah, I would like to do more guests too. Because honestly, like our points of view aren't that interesting, and I think we could use some more variety.
I think your point of view is the most interesting, actually, because you're probably one of the freshest people to card games, like doing content right now, and I think it's really interesting and good for people to hear. If you look at content, still not seeing a lot of faces that aren't male, and I want to be like, look, there are more. Lots more.
Yeah, that's what we try to do with our featured creator, but I would love more people to be on our show to hang out with us, and we can ask them questions and, you know, things that they are specializing in or things they specifically want to talk about, or we get their views on, you know, whatever. They can just, or more like Toonie, where she just hangs out and does the show, you know, with us, something like that. So
yeah, we just have to decide how often and to what percentage, but okay. Then the other things that I was going to talk to you about our podcast, numbering. You didn't number the podcast last week.
It was a filler episode.
Do I start with 11? Do I start with 12?
We start 11 this week.
I don't feel like your episode was a filler episode. I like
So
it.
I was so anxious about it, and I was just so worried that I would not do a good job. Well, people were so nice about it, like so nice. And of course, because like Tooney's awesome, people, loved hearing from her. But I was just so worried I would do such a poor job with it and that it wasn't going to be received well. And I didn't want you to be disappointed in me if it did poorly. And so I didn't want to like put a number on it. I just wanted it to be like a separate thing.
Okay, well, it was great, and I would like to enter it into a canon. So, should I call it episode 11?
So that would be 11 and this would be 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I do want to call you out that you ignored our YouTube listeners and you didn't post podcasts on YouTube.
Totally forgot. I even told you I was going to do it and then I forgot.
I didn't actually expect you to put it on YouTube. And also, it's less than 15% of our listeners are on YouTube, so.
That's still a lot. I didn't realize there was that many. Katie, who is our featured creator?
So this feels like a crazy content creator to feature because to me they're like as famous as it gets in Lorcana content creation. So like surely everybody listening already knows who they are. But they were just too pivotal in getting me excited about Lorcana and the community to never feature them. So they are a featured creator this week. I bet you can guess who they are based on that description.
Oh, the Illumiteers.
Yes, it's the Illumiteers. Liam and Aaron are a married couple who got into Lorcana content creation over a year ago. Liam had been into TCGs and Aaron had been into Disney, so this was the perfect collaboration for them. And they have the most amazing YouTube channel. They do event recaps, competitive analysis, art. Oh my gosh, the stuff they do on art. They have fantastic interviews with Lorcana artists, and they have put out a ton of cool stuff about art and interviews with artists recently. They do a weekly Monday live stream that I tune into every Monday, and they do an amazing job featuring guests from all parts of the community, casual and competitive players, artists, LGS owners. Like, they just do so much to bring the Lorcana community together. We've had the privilege of working with them twice, and they are the kindest people you can imagine. I can't say enough good things about them.
Yes, we love Liam and Aaron. They're such sweethearts. They're just so wonderful. They are like the paragon of the community, honestly. So be sure to check out the Illumiteers on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram.
Are you ready to do an outro as Donald Duck or another of the?
No, we're not. We're done with that.
Six?
We're done.
Really? We're done with that? Okay.
We're done with that. So thanks for joining us. Be sure to check us out on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube for this, but on YouTube, check us out. I didn't do it last week, so I'm off. Be sure to check us out wherever you get your podcasts. And we have a Discord that's a lot of fun. Feel free to pop in there and say hi.
And until next time, remember to live, laugh,
and
lore.
I don't know why I did it too.
I might line up. I'll never know until I listen.
We'll never know.